Hi, this is Bridget with Zebra Glitter and Nails, Positively Zebra, the Daily Stripe, our blog, vlog, and podcast. And today we are going to do the puff method. You've seen a few videos. I'm going to just do a little more explanation today. So we have our puff powders. And this one is Lucid Dreams, or MSB10. This is one of our triple color changers. And it glows as well, I do believe. Yes. And this is the pump it's in. It comes in the pump here. And you want to prime it. You want to prime it onto a cupcake liner. And we keep that handy because you don't want to lose your powder and you are pumping it out. So want to make sure that we have our powder to keep. I keep a pump bottle of alcohol nearby with some lint-free wipes for cleanup at the end. We're going to use the regular professional dip liquids today. So we're going to have our professional base. That's the one with our yellow cover. Sometimes it has purple and pink. I might switch to the purple and pink just so all of our top coats for the dips have one color instead of professional and dainty having different ones. And then the green is the professional top, shiny top. And it is shiny. And then our Activate. So you need those. And then you need your different supplies, like your, sorry, I have that really close, nail file, buffing blocks. If you like the big white polar blocks, big polar block works great. Nail files. You want your dusting brush, if I didn't say that already, and your scrub brush. You can use a toothbrush that you're not using, obviously. Scrub brush, dusting brush, cuticle pusher, orange stick. I'm just going to use the orange stick today. You're going to wash your hands. You're going to do your cuticle care, which is pushing them back, making sure they're out of the way. That is the clear stuff that's around the top of your nail. Okay, so just clean that up real good. I like using Bond. You can use Prep and Bond. I usually just do the Bond, and I do not file the tips that I use even with Bond. No need to, unless you're shaping. So put your Bond on. Bond dries pretty fast. Okay. And I'm going to show you the process of puff powder. It is dip powder in a puff bottle. And oh my gosh, it's so worth it, guys. We'll get into some other videos of color blocking with it and different things. But if you struggle with ombre or just love ombre and don't want to mess with the scrub method or with a brush dusting it on, this is a great way to do an ombre. And we're just doing a solid color today. Obviously, you can do an ombre with a solid underneath and a glitter on top, however you want to do it. Okay, so let's get into, and we're just using dip liquids. And I'm going to file. So you want to file and shape a little bit when you start if you know there's stuff that you definitely want to do. That's going to save you time later. Okay, and we're going to put our dip base on first. Not too crazy and too thick, but we're going to put that on. We're doing our apex first, so build your apex in the middle. So come about 3/4 of the way up, pull it all the way down, and then we're going to puff it on the whole thing right now, okay? Go ahead and if it looks wet, you can do a little more like that. I got glitter in that. Oops. That one does not have glitter in it, but that's beautiful. Might have to do one. Ooh, might have to do one with flakes. Ooh, that would be really pretty. Okay, that is one of my favorite colors, by the way. And then you're going to go, whoops, not the Activate yet, Bridget. And I'm going to use my little, we have this little 3D printed holder for the liquids. I love it. That's my favorite one because it holds them. They don't fall out. Okay, this time, and again, don't go crazy. Don't get too much liquid on your brush, but base again. And you're going to go close to the cuticle, but don't flood or don't touch the cuticle. Okay, and wipe your brush off. That way you don't get any of that color back in. So as far as contamination, or just don't contaminate very easily, but you're still going to color transfer. Now, we're doing the puff again. Okay, over the whole nail. I got a lot on that first time, didn't I? So you have to get used to it, see what works for you. There we go. And then, again, make sure you're saving it in your cupcake liner. Tap it off. If you need any more, puff that right on. Okay. And then brush it off. Dust brush. Use your orange stick and do any cleanup at this point that you need to. This saves you time in the end. Makes your mani much cleaner. I got a clump of the last color on that. The little orange sticks are disposable, so you don't have to reuse them. If you're using them on someone else, doing your friends, get a new one. But if it's on you and you want to reuse them, obviously you can. Okay, and then dip base again. And same process, stay away from the cuticles. Close, but not quite. The more careful you are in this step, the better your mani's gonna look. Wipe off your brush. That way you don't have that color transfer. And then we're gonna puff again. Okay, and that's how you do your puff. Same process, okay? And let me see if I have my puff glitter. We are gonna glitter ombre, I lied. I don't know why I was thinking I wasn't doing that. It's right here. Okay, so this is Jazzercise. It's one of our glitters that we have. Again, brush off in between, cleaning around as you go. Yeah, see, that looks pretty clean. And no buffing needed. That's pretty perfect. Yeah, unless you put your liquids on real thick, guys, with the puff powders, you're not going to have any issue with that rippling and stuff. It's much easier to control your powder going on. I am going to save this. Use a separate cupcake liner, obviously, for our next color. If it's different, you really want a new cupcake liner, but mine's purple and purple, so I'm good with just doing that. Put the lid back on this one. Set it aside. Our next puffer. This is Jazzercise. And test it. Make sure you got it on there. We're going to go ahead and put our liquid where we want it. Okay, so if you're not wanting glitter on the whole nail, even though we're doing ombre, don't go crazy. If you want it kind of towards the top and coming down, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so apply your base. It's a little easier on your own hand. I'm using the fingers. I have it way up here. And then your puffer, and you're just going to go from the top and let it taper down. And just puff it on, just like we did the solid color. Okay, and then if you want more, obviously you can go back in, but that looks pretty good to me. Put our powder back in, so dump it back in our thing, put the lid on it, save that, and that should be dry. If you need to push down any of your glitter, go ahead and push it down there. Clean the edges, dust it off. Okay, wow, that looks really pretty. Did get it on her finger a little bit, so if you get it on you, obviously same thing, just wipe it off. Okay, and then that's that, and then we're gonna activate. If you would need to do any buffing or filing, you would do that after the activate. And again, activate story. Your activator, it's a chemical process, so apply it one time, quick. Next time, a little slow and purposeful. Don't flood, don't go crazy. You don't want a ton of it. But go ahead and do your activate. You wait the 2 minutes, guys. You gotta allow it time to react. It's a chemical reaction, so don't rush into your top coat until that dries. So, and we're gonna save those. We also have a spray activator if anyone like spray activator. It's a different formula, so you can't just pour your regular activator doesn't do as well in a spray bottle. So wait your 2 minutes. While you're waiting, you can get your alcohol prep ready if you are one that likes to wipe with an alcohol prep. So you just pump a little on a lint-free wipe. After your 2 minutes are over, which I don't think it's quite been 2 minutes. That's the hardest part, guys. Set a timer if you need to, but wait your 2 minutes. And then after the 2 minutes are up and your chemical reaction has happened, you can go ahead and wipe, clean up around or on. Then allow that to dry. You want this to dry as well. It'll dry pretty quickly. And then you're going to go ahead and do your shiny top coat. If you rush the activator step or flood it, you're going to end up with ripples, white dots, or hardening this brush. So ours won't harden real easy, but it can happen. Okay, and you're going to do your first layer. Make sure you get the side walls and cap it. Okay, wipe the brush off in between. That way, if for some reason there was some of the activator on it, it's not going to stiffen the brush. And then do your second coat. You can wait just a second. See the reaction? If nothing else tells you, that's that chemical reaction happening. So on a color changer, it's really easy to see the reaction. And then we're going to top coat. Last one. This time is more purposeful. Again, just put enough on. You don't need it real thick, but make it purposeful. And then you have a beautiful ombre nail. Do you see how easy that was to ombre? Right? So if you've ever wanted baby boomer nails or normal ombre or any of that, the puff powders are great for it. But that's what your puff powder is. And then you're good. So thank you for joining. It's Bridget with Zebra Glitter and Nails, Positively Zebra, the Daily Stripe. You have a great Easter. Have a great day. Bye.